beautiful passing play right there, Sean.
What a save! Woo! Talk about a move.
Welcome to another exciting edition to Grove City Hockey Presents
Hockey in our neck of the woods, and you, sir, were a very talked about person towards the end.
I'm a fifth-year senior, well, it's my sixth year of college.
Welcome to GCH Podcast. I'm your host, Ben W. Stock. With me is a very special guest. I've got Eric Holgate from the Motown Knights. Eric, how you doing, bud?
Doing pretty well. Yourself?
Oh, living the dream every day. How was softball tonight, man? How'd you guys do?
We split. We went 1-1, so
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. It was our first game of the season, so a little learning curve to begin with, but fared pretty well.
Cool. All right. So Eric here is our T4 scoring champion. He's got 30 goals on the season. How many assists did you have? Did you know?
Not off the top of my head. I can look. I want to say maybe 12, something like that.
13. You have a total of 42
Yeah, it was
points.
close.
Yeah, you were. So yeah, and that's playing 15 games. You played 19 last year, and you actually have surpassed you got 152 career points in MIHA. I don't know if you're aware of that stat. That's pretty cool.
Not at all.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You have 110 games, so you're sitting at 2.1 points per game.
All right, I can
Yeah.
deal with that.
So, Eric, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into hockey? And how'd we do that?
Parents started me at a really young age. I was in skates at 2, started playing at 4, and went all the way up to high school with ice hockey. Took a couple seasons off, and then played a little bit of college roller with Henry Ford for a few seasons. And now we're here, going to
Nice.
championship weekend.
So now, do you prefer ice over inline or inline over ice, or are they two about the same? You just like each game differently for different reasons?
It's about the same. A little bit different here and there. Like, puck moves a lot better on the ice than it does on the tile. But other than that, it's kind of the same concept for me.
Yeah. So now, how are the Motown Knights looking forward to their championship weekend this weekend? They're coming up. Yep.
We're all excited. Like I was mentioning to you before the show, we weren't beginning of the season. We weren't thinking that we were gonna get in, but here we are. So we're all excited about it.
Nice. So you guys drew the Mary Pats and the Buffalo. So you haven't played the Fusion this year, and you haven't really had a chance to play the Mary Pats. Have you had a chance to watch both of those teams?
I can honestly, I seen Fusion a game or two. I don't think I've seen any of Mary Pats at all.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you right now, I did an interview with Matt Cahill not too long ago, and his team's is looking pretty solid. They have a chance to you kind of how do I say it? Like you kind of overlook them because they look big. For a T, like they look big for a T4 team, but they move the puck really, really well, and they play really well as a unit. So that's going to be a tough game for you guys.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens when it comes down to it.
Right? Yeah, I'm looking forward to calling the action and seeing you guys. I'll be there. I know you guys are going to be there. So now, what's your home rink? Do you play out of Fraser or do you play out of Taylor?
Usually we play out of Taylor.
Okay.
They recently just got the tile in full time. So beforehand we would do summers in Taylor, and then in the winter we went out to Fraser. But with them getting the new contract, where it's at Taylor full time now.
Oh, nice. Now, are all of your teammates, are they closer to the Taylor rink, or is it kind of like a mix?
For the most part, I think besides one, maybe two, we're all closer to Taylor.
Oh, nice. So what sets your team apart from the other teams?
I think we have pretty good chemistry. You know, stuff happens at time to time, but I mean, we all been playing either with or against one another for X amount of years at this point. So we kind of know how each of us rotate and where they're gonna be at and how we move around. So just playing with or against, we kind of just figure it out from there.
Yeah. Cool. So now, which teams are you guys most looking forward to playing against, and which teams do you think you're like, I really don't want to play them until we have to play them in the finals?
Well, I know PPP had a pretty good season. They beat us pretty good our first game of MIHA, but we faced them in the championship at Taylor, and we only lost by 1 goal. So it would feel good to get one back on them.
Okay.
And team of, I heard the Syndicate was pretty good also. So I would say both those teams. I'm eager to play. I'm both weary at the same time.
Right. Okay. Cool. So what's the one player in the T4 division that scares you the most?
Oh, it has to be the Mr. Mustache himself.
You'll have to explain I was going to say, you're going to have to explain that to our viewers there.
He's on the Windy City Pigeons. Funny guy, hell of a guy. But he's quick, and he has pretty good handles. Jeremy Balecki, I believe is how you say his last name. But yeah, he's a good player.
Nice. So you got 43 points, 2.9 points per game this season. You've played on a couple of seasons or different teams, throughout your MIHA career. What drew you to MIHA to begin with?
It was just one of the scenarios where Carl came up to us and he's like, "Hey, there's MIHA, you guys want to join in on it? We can make a team for you guys." And we're like, "Sure, we'll try it out for a season." And it just kept going from there.
Nice. So that first season, when you played with Carl's team, right? The Detroit Knights?
Yes.
Yeah. You guys had a pretty good season that year too, right?
I believe so. I mean, this is back 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, it was 2016, 2017.
Okay.
So you came into the league after my last season. I played my final game, I think, in 2015 or 2014. No, I had surgery in 2015, like April of 2015, and I got to the point where I couldn't even walk in like the end of March. So, and I tried to play a couple like in January that year, and then I was out by February.
Oh man, that's tough.
Yeah, but that happens, and then not coming back to the rink until last year. So that was pretty cool. I mean, I hadn't even stepped into a rink until that Indianapolis tournament last year. So I was like, "Whoa, what's
what's all this? I don't remember this.
What's all this?" Like, but the competitiveness, the way you guys play the puck, move the puck, has definitely improved. So it's pretty nice to see that, and then to see just like a lot of people that I played against coming back too. So that was pretty cool. So like, tell us a little bit more about your story. What's your favorite hockey moment or memory? What really drew you to the game of hockey versus the other sports? Even though you may play other sports, but what really drew you to hockey?
Honestly, it was majority of my parents, when I was at a young age, I played for a couple years, and I was like, I don't know if this is really for me. And at that point, I was playing some house leagues or whatever. And then my parents told me to try to stick it out for a little bit longer, and I got on this team. I don't remember the team name or anything like that. It was probably when I was 7 or 8 or so.
Okay.
And after that, I just kind of fell in love with it again at that point, and I stuck with it ever since.
Now, who's your favorite hockey player?
Um, I've always been a fan of Pavel Datsyuk just based on his hands alone.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing what he was able to do.
That's cool, man. So then now, who's your favorite player still playing in today?
Still playing today. Um, I have to go with probably Ovi.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's he? Did he finally break Wayne Gretzky's record? I didn't get a chance to see. I know there was a
no, I don't
watch on.
think so.
There was a watch on something where he was like getting close to doing, and I can't remember for the life of me. Can't remember what that was.
Yeah, I don't remember either. I can't give you an answer on that one.
No worries, no worries. So, what do you think of Chicago getting the lucky draw of the #1 NHL draft pick this season?
Oh, the NHL lottery is the NHL lottery.
So I take it
just goes behind the scenes.
I take it you're a Red Wings fan. Are you a little bummed by how that all came out?
Yeah, I mean, anyone that's not Chicago's bummed.
Right. I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that.
But I mean, we're 9th, I believe, so hopefully we're able to pick up someone good at that point.
I'm pretty sure this draft's pretty loaded by the scouting reports that I've been reading.
Okay.
So you got a good couple of good chances there. Have you guys made any like free agent pickups this off season yet?
I haven't been paying much attention at all.
Okay. Yeah, I just noticed that Colorado's just picking up all the like the Hobie Baker finalists and sending them out to the Eagles organization there for a little bit of seasoning. So I wasn't sure. I don't get a chance to pick up too much on some of the other teams and how they do, but
yeah, I haven't been paying much attention to it lately.
Well, sometimes you need that mental break to kind of go, okay, hey, if I'm just focused on this, and then it gives me a chance to not think about anything else. But if I get a chance to think about anything else, then I come back to the game, and then it's a whole different mindset.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool to have that mental break. So what's your favorite hockey moment in MIHA?
In MIHA, that's a tough one. Honestly, it would probably be happen this year because I think we have 9 or 10 guys rostered, and the first Grove City tournament, only 6 were able to show up, so we're already going in shorthanded, and then a guy, Brett Threshman on our team, almost broke his ankle in the second day on Saturday. So we had to finish out that game and play all Sunday with only 1 extra on the bench, and we ended up winning the whole thing. So that was a cool experience.
Yeah, that's tough. Now imagine playing in Pittsburgh because I was playing in AIHL at the time with the Grand Rapids Assassins. We took our team. We had enough for 4 skaters on the floor, no subs.
There's been games like that I have been in. They're not pleasant.
So we took one team. We had to play 2 divisions, minor and pro. We played 4 games back to back to back, and we lost all 3 the fourth one went into overtime, and we missed it by that much. Like literally missed it by that much. Yeah, and it was crazy because I took a shot that, and if you ask Mike Farinelli this, he'll tell you straight up that he thought that shot that I took just before they scored was going to be the goal that ended the game, because everybody in the stands around the rink was just there. They were cheering. So that was a pretty cool moment. But yeah. I feel your pain on having the one extra sub. I wish we had that that weekend. And I'm pretty sure Carl was there, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure Carl Richardson was on the team with me that weekend. We were just exhausted. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. So again, what have you been doing to prepare for the championships this coming week?
Basically nothing really, just kind of living my life. But
it's just week in, week out, just like normal, right?
Yeah, for me, it's always like the week of, like probably Wednesday, I start trying to get my mindset and all that. And like once I get there, it's like, okay, this is happening. It's game time now. Let's focus down and go out there and have some fun. Try to get a dub.
Cool. So now, how many of the boys? So you're gonna have a full roster lineup there?
I believe we will. As of now, who knows what happens in 2 weeks?
Right. So yeah, it's actually coming up in 10 days. So it's going to be pretty crazy to see how this all shapes up for everybody. Looks like there was a couple of teams that dropped out in the T2 division. Everything else is still the same.
Okay.
And, I don't think Indy's coming, and I don't think the Anarchy are coming for T2. So that division will be pretty stacked with just 8 teams. That's going to be kind of cool to see how that turns out. So now, have you had a chance to watch many of the T2 games?
Just only ones that I seen were the ones that were in Pittsburgh when we were there. We were just hanging out.
Yeah. What did you? Who do you think, or who, in your opinion, has the best chance of winning the T4 championship this coming in at the championships?
The T4.
Yeah.
Hopefully us.
Yeah, that'll be cool to see.
It's going to be a battle, especially with PPP and Windy City up there. But
the Pigeons are the only team that has beaten the Triple P in essentially the same weekend. It looked like the Mark Orr for Triple P had had an injury or something like that. But man, he kept him in those games. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The only time that we've seen PPP was the first tournament when we played them. I haven't seen anything from them since then.
Yeah, and they've just been steamrolling teams. But then Windy City, the Pigeons, they showed up at that what was it? It wasn't the Taylor event. It was a Fort Wayne event.
Yeah.
They just showed up and they just dominated. It was pretty cool to see them kind of like shake the cobwebs off. And I think they may have been battling some injuries throughout the season, or they finally just had the right player combinations finally show up. And they put that division on notice for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So now, what about the T2? Who's your T2 pick?
I mean, it's up in the air between New Era, A-Team, and the Smoke.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What about T3? That one's such an open division.
Yeah, I haven't really been paying too much with T3. I don't even know who's even going to it.
Okay.
I can't give you an answer on that one.
No, you're good. Okay, so let me see. Got about 20 minutes of 15 minutes worth of stuff. Anything you want me to ask you?
You can ask anything you want. I'm an open book.
No, I know that, but I mean, is there anything that you would like to talk about that we haven't talked about yet?
No, not. I mean, I can't pinpoint anything specifically.
Okay. All right. Well, I will let you enjoy the rest of your evening. I appreciate you taking the time to chat with us here on GCH Podcast. All right. Well, we will see you guys at Big Boy Hockey Arena.